Hello my beautiful crochet friends, good to have you back on my channel, and in case you are new here, you are highly welcome. Today I want to show you how you can change the sole of your shoe from something like this to a beautiful, fabulous and gorgeous slippers like this. This is a very simple slippers that you can make for yourself, for your friends, even in this Christmas season. So please, I want you to stick around with me to the end of this video, as I will show you step by step how to do this. And if you stick with me to the end of the video, I will show you how I join these parts of the shoe to look invisible. So let's get started. The materials we are going to need for this project includes a crochet hook, a hand puncher, scissors, lighter, some stitch markers, sole of a shoe, some nylon knitting yarn, glue, needle, we'll need marco, some leather and a pen. This slippers shoe has three parts. We have the sole, we have the lining and the top part of the slippers. So we are going to start by making the sole. We are going to prick these holes by the side of the sole. I have already pricked the side of this sole, but don't worry, I'm going to show you exactly how I did this. When you want to prick these holes by the side of the sole of the shoe, what you do is you carry your measuring tape and just place it round. I want to show you from here to this place is half of an inch. From this half of an inch to one is another half of an inch. From one to this side is another half of an inch. From 1.5 to 2 is another half of an inch. So to get this measurement here, all you need to do is carry your measuring tape and place it on the sole of the shoe. You keep marking half of an inch round the sole. So from this side to this side is half of an inch. From this side to this side is half of an inch. From this place to this place is half of an inch. So all you need to do is to keep marking the places where half of an inch falls, you mark it. Where half of an inch fall, you mark it. So you repeat the same round the whole sole of this shoe. So the next thing you do after that is you carry your hand puncher and just place it exactly at the point where you mark half of an inch, just like this, and press down your puncher just this way, and it will punch it for you. So you will keep doing the same thing round the whole sole of the shoe. Round the places you marked, just go round and punch it. We are going to make 5 single crochet, just as you can see here. 5 single crochet in all of the holes that we prick by the side of the sole of this shoe. So we'll make 5 single crochet here, 5 single crochet here, 5 single crochet until we go round. So insert your crochet hook, yarn over and pull through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. I'll do one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you keep repeating the same thing, 5 single crochet in all of each of these prick holes until you come to the end. So you keep doing it. We are going to meet at the end to do slip stitch. After the last stitch, you slip stitch to this side. You can hide the excess threads inside here. Now that we finished the single crochet around the sole of this shoe, as you can see it, we are going to make the lining of the shoe. So in the lining there is marco inside before this leather on top. So we'll carry our marco and place the sole on the marco this way. Press it down, carry your pen and mark it round. Just trace it. It must not be perfect. So I'm just going to follow these places we marked. We trace out and we'll cut it round. After cutting it, this is how it came out. So you can place it on the sole and make sure it laps inside. So if there's any adjustment when you put it on the sole, if there's any adjustment, you will see it and you can follow and trim it round again. But for this one, I think it is perfect. So the only thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to double this marco. I'm going to double the thickness of the marco so that it can lap very well on the sole of the shoe. And we are using the same marco that we cut out. We are going to put it on our leather. Just put it on the leather. Like this. And still mark it out. So I hope you can see the line on the leather. So you just mark it out this way and then follow with your scissors and cut out. I want to advise that even as you are cutting it out, you can just leave a little space, like about 2 centimeters round, so that we are going to be able to fold it down before we punch it. After cutting out the leather like this, Now we are going to cut this yellow part out. So what we will do is you will carry your measuring tape. If you look at it, this place is a bit higher than this side. So here, if we are going to measure 4 inches. So you just place your measuring tape on it and measure 4 inches like this. So you put a mark, just put a little mark. Okay, just put a little mark where you can see. Then this side, that's this other side, is 3 inches. So you come back to this side and measure 3 inches. So 3 inches should be somewhere here. Okay, all right. So just put your ruler across the 2 places you marked and draw a line across like this. So when you draw the line, you can now cut it out with the scissors. Okay. So we're going to get the other half from the yellow leather. So all you need to do now, carry this one and place it on the leather and mark it out with a pen, then cut. But I will advise that you leave like 2 centimeters away, so you can be able to fold it down. So you just trace it with a pen. So I use this side that I cut out from here using the measurement of 4 inches and 3 inches. I cut the yellow out using the same measurement. So what we are going to do now is you will carry this blue leather and put it on the yellow like this. So you use glue and glue the 2 leather together first. So we are going to apply some glue. So to apply the glue, for this blue, you are going to apply glue on the wrong side, and for the yellow, you apply glue on the right side. So you apply glue here at the edges like this, and then you apply glue to this side so that you can glue the 2. Just allow it for some minutes to dry off a bit, then you join the 2 together. So after gluing the 2 together like this, you can see how it is. So we'll apply glue to the wrong side. I'm going to apply glue. So I'm going to show you how I stitch this blue and yellow together. As you can see here, there's a little stitch across this place. So I use my pricking iron, 4mm pricking iron, and I prick through. You just place it this way and hit it with your hammer. Place it across and hit to this end. To prick it, I cannot hit it on the table, So I'm going to heat it off camera and then come back to show you how we'll do the stitching. Okay, now I have pricked it. You can see the prick holes. We are going to stitch it just like this. So you carry your needle and thread, insert your needle from the second place, that's from this side, this end. This is the first prick hole. Insert your needle in the second prick hole like this, pull through, then take it back to the first place, insert it down, pull through. Okay, now you are going to jump this third place, insert your needle in the fourth place like this, pull through, then take it back to the third place and pull, insert the needle through, pull through. You will jump the next place and insert your needle in the sixth hole, pull through, put it back to the fifth hole, insert it and pull through. So you keep jumping one, you jump one, pull through, then take it back to the place you jump, insert your needle and pull through. So this is how to do this simple stitch. So you can just repeat the same thing to the end. So in the last place, you can insert it. After you finish the last one, repeat the same thing at the end so that you can just tighten it up. So we are done. So you can just turn back, insert it down, pull through and cut off the thread. All right, so we are done with that. So now we have already applied our glue. So you set it very well and place it on the marco. All right, so we are still going to apply some glue by this side so we can just let it lap this way on the marco so that these edges will look smooth and neat. Okay, now I've glued the two together. You can see how it is. Okay, so you remember the way we measure this place of 1 inch round and we prick with our pricking iron. We are just going to do the same thing on this marco. So we are going to measure 1/2 inch round this marco. We'll measure 1/2 inch round and we'll use our pricking iron to prick it just as we did with the sew. Carry your measuring tape, place it like this. From here to here is half of an inch, from here to here is half of an inch. So all you need to do is to keep marking. Just put a little mark, half of an inch, half of an inch, half of an inch, half of an inch, and repeat the same thing all around the mark. After that, use your pricking iron, place it exactly on the place you marked, and then prick out. So do that. We are going to meet after we prick. After pricking the holes round, just as you can see it, we are going to crochet. Going to do 4 single crochet. So you can actually start from any angle. So you insert your crochet hook, thread, yarn over, pull through. Make 4 single crochet in each of these holes. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. One, 2, 3, and 4. So you just repeat the same thing round this mark. So repeating the same thing, we are going to meet at the end here for slip stitch. Stitch to this place. Cut your thread and hide the excess behind. After the slip stitch, this is how it looks. This is the back side and this is the front side. So it's going to lap on the sole of the shoe. So the next thing that is remaining is this top part of the shoe. So here we are going to crochet this top part. So please, you will stick around so that you will know how I make all these adjustments. And I use single crochet throughout the top part of the shoe, but you want to stay around so that you will see the details of how I brought it out this way. I'm going to start the top part by making 55 chains. To make the chains a little bit tight, as you can see, this edge here is where the chains began. So if you make it loosely, the shoe is not going to look good on the shoe. So you have to make your chains a bit tight. I will show you what I mean. So you make your knots. Like this. I'm going to make 55 chains, but as I said earlier, please do not make your chains so loosely. Make sure that your chains are a bit tight, like this. So you keep making it and counting it. When you get to 55, you can stop. I have 55 chains here. So we are going to make single crochet all through. So we'll start from the second chain. So you insert your hook, wrap your yarn around, pull through and pull through 2. Insert your hook, wrap your yarn around, pull through and pull through 2. Please do not make your stitches loosely. Try and make it a bit tight. So this is single crochet. In case you have difficulty with how to make single crochet, I have some videos on crochet for beginners. Please, you can check that out. So we are going to single crochet. When we reach the 28th chain, we will make an increase. 10. So please, you keep following me. When we reach the 28th chain, we are going to make an increase and then put a stitch marker. 27, and this is the 28th chain. So we'll make 2 single crochet in the same spot. 1 single crochet again. So we are going to put a stitch marker . That is the 28th chain. So you will keep repeating single crochet to the end of the chain. Last chain, we are going to make chain 1 and turn the work. So you insert your hook right here under the 2 loops and continue single crochet. We are still going to make an increase. When I reach there, I'm going to stop and show you how we'll do the increase. So keep knitting 1 single crochet until we reach towards the middle here. Then we'll stop and make increase. So if you look carefully, you see that where we place our stitch marker is the middle of the knitting. So we have two stitches here in between this place where I stop. We have one here and the other one here. So we are still going to make increase in these 2. Then we'll make increase in this stitch marker place. When we come to this side, we'll make increase in the other 2 here, and we continue with 1 single crochet all through. So we are going to make increase here. One, 2 in the same spot. 1, 2. So this is the middle now. Going to make 1 and 2. We are still going to place our stitch marker there. Then we make in the next 2. 1, 2. Make 1 more. 1, 2. So we are done with the increase now. We are going to continue doing only 1 single crochet in each of the stitches to the end. So I put stitch markers to show where our increase started and where our increase ends here, so that when we are coming back we are not going to be confused about it. So if you have a stitch marker, you just insert it where your increase starts and where it ends, and in the middle of the stitch. And if you don't have a stitch marker, you can just use a different color of yarn or thread and pull through, so that it will stand as your stitch marker. After the last stitch, make chain 1 and turn your work and start over again. When you come to the end of a row, before you turn, make chain 1 and turn your work. So you keep doing single crochet. We are going to meet here at the place where we make increase. Now in each of these places that we make increase, in each of the stitch we are going to make increase again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So after that, you make 1 single crochet in the rest of the stitches. So in this 4th row now, we are going to make increase in only the middle. In row 1, after the chains, we make the first increase. On row 2, we make 5 increase. On row 3, we make increase in all the 5 increase we did on row 2. This 5th row, we are going to make increase in only the middle. In all other stitches, we will make only 1 single crochet, but in the middle only we make an increase, making 2 single crochet. 2. So we'll continue with 1 single crochet to the end. So you keep doing 1 single crochet to this end. After the last single crochet, make chain 1 and turn. This time around we are going to start reducing it from the end here. So instead of you starting from the very first loop, you jump to the 2nd loop and make 1 single crochet. So you keep doing 1 single crochet until we reach the middle here where we make our increase. Then you increase there again, make 2 single crochet in the same space, and then after that you make 1 single crochet to the end. When you reach the end, after the last single crochet, make chain 1. When you turn, you make a decrease of 1. So we'll keep repeating that until we reach 22 rows. The 14th row now, and I only make increase only in the middle. So you make 2 single crochet there in the middle and put back the stitch marker. And you keep making 1 single crochet to the end. So I told you we'll be making decrease. Now here we have 1 loop, unfinished loop, so I'm going to leave that, make 1 single crochet and turn. Okay, and since I am now on the 14th row, as you can see it, I don't want to make any more decrease from this 14th row, so I'm just going to maintain it and keep knitting. When you do your chain 1, turn, start from here. So you keep repeating your single crochet until you come to the middle here. At the middle here, you make an increase, that's 2 single crochet in the same spot. After that, you continue with single crochet to the end here. This one here is 21 rows, so we are going to do knit until we reach 21 rows. After we are done with it, I will show you how it looks like and then we'll progress. I have just finished making this part of the shoe. So I have 21 rows on this shoe now, on the top part of the shoe, including the chains I made. We can make this little zigzag decoration here on the top of the shoe. This is the right side of the top part of the shoe, and this is the wrong side, though all are the same, but I prefer this to be the right side because of this place. You can see here is showing where I started with the chain, and so this is the same thing, but when you flip it to the other side, you will not see it like that. So that is why I'm using this side as the right side, that's the front part, while this one will be the inner part. So I'm going to use the wrong side to start knitting this very zigzag flower on the shoe. Grab your knitting threads. We are using the blue color now. Make a knot. Insert your crochet hook. Pick this one up. Insert it here from the beginning and make 4 chains. So you join 1, 2, 3 and 4. So after that, come back to this row, that's the second to the last row, and count 1, 2, 3, 4. In the 5th place, make front post. One front post like this, and then make 4 chains again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come back to the last row and count from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. In the 5th place, insert your crochet hook and make 1 single crochet like this. Make chain 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come back to the second to the last row and count 1 2 3 4. In the 5th place, insert your hook and make one front post. Make chain 4 again. 1 2 3 4. Come back to this place, count 1 2 3 4. In the 5th place, insert your hook and make one single crochet. So you keep repeating the same until you reach the end here. So please keep repeating the same. We are going to meet at the end. After the last stitch, which is this, make chain 1 and turn. So now we have chain 4 spaces here. All these places are chain 4 spaces. So what we are going to do, we are going to make 6 single crochet in each of these chain 4 space. So 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. So you turn to the other side, make 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. So you keep repeating 6 single crochet in all of these chain 4 spaces. So you do that, we'll meet at the end. So after the last one, cut off the knitting thread and slip stitch. Okay, so you can see how it turns out. This is our right side and the other side is our wrong side. So now we are going to flip this like this, just like this one is here. Okay, so now we are going, now I want us to measure this area so that we'll be able to get it right on the other leg. So you carry your measuring tape, measure 2.5 inches. You can see it, 2.5 inches here, and when you turn it to the other side, is also 2.5 inches. So take it back here. 2.5 inches is going to be here, so we just put a mark there, and we turn it again to this side. 2.5 inches is somewhere here, so we just put a little mark there so that it can guide us. So now, as I showed you earlier, this is how the top part looks, but this is the right side and this is the wrong side. So this flower, we are going to fold it like this to come back to the right side. Okay, this way. And just as you see this leg, we are going to carry this one where this side, this V shape is going to be the front of the shoe. So we'll place it using this place that we mark. We'll use it as a guide. I'll fold it down, fold it like this to the back. Here you can see how it is on the back side. So we'll attach a little glue to it and glue it by the on the back side before we'll attach it to this sole and sew it together. So I have attached it with glue. You can see it from behind here. I attach it with glue from here so that it can stay, and I tack it a bit with thread so that it can stay for me to be able to put it on the sole. So this is the sole which we have knitted before. So you just carry this upper part. Friends, if you are with me to this stage, I want to say congratulations to you, because we are coming to the end of this tutorial. Now I want to show you exactly as I promised how I sew this side to look invisible, a kind of, because the thread is not showing outside. So I just want to show you the trick. So now that we have attached the top part of the shoe like this, we'll carry our sole and make sure we place it rightly on the sole. Just like this. Okay, so this is my needle and thread. So what you will do is you carry your needle and insert it. Insert it right here under the stitches. And make sure it passes through let it pass through from inside like this. Okay, yeah, so you pull from here again, you pass it under here, and you can see I'm using the same color of thread that we use in stitching here to sew it, so that you will not know which thread I used. You cannot see it, and besides, as I'm passing it through the down parts, it will not be visible. So you insert your needle from the down part and make sure it comes out under from here. I hope you can see the needle. Alright. So that is basically what you will keep doing. The only thing you will do is to make sure that the needle pass under the yellow top part like this and pull through. So you will keep repeating the same thing until you finish knitting. Sorry, you finish sewing it. So please just keep repeating the same thing. I will be showing you within intervals how it looks and how I am sewing it. So keep doing it together with me. So I've just finished joining the second leg of the shoe. You can see how it turns out. Look at the sides. There are no thread to show where we sew. So these are the two legs of the shoe. Came out really beautiful. So please guys, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment for me down below. Let me know what you feel about the shoe. And if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe. Subscription is free. And thank you so much for sticking around with me to the end of this video. Bye bye and God bless you. See you next time.